Order of the Phoenix did about $12 million in midnight showings, so this is right on track with that. That film did about $42.5 million in its first day. This will probably exceed that a little bit because this film, Half-Blood Prince, is getting great reviews. I gave it a great review myself. It's a terrific film. Pottermania is in full swing.
Everyone knows by now that Harry Potter returned to the big screen last night at the stroke of midnight. Fans waited all day yesterday to catch the wizard and his Hogwarts friends. Time Warner hopes the 6th installment in the Potter series will be magic, allowing it to jump over Viacom for the lead at the box office. For more on media stocks, Porter Bibb, managing partner at Mediatech Capital Partners, joins us now. Porter, it's good to see you again.
Great to be back.
A lot of ramp up to this movie.
You bet. Well, it's going to be big, and the only thing that is lurking in the wings is Twilight, which could threaten Harry Potter. Harry is likely to be the box office winner of the year.
Well, as I mentioned,
once again.
Again. Well, as I mentioned in the lead, is it going to allow Time Warner to leapfrog Viacom?
I think so. Yeah.
But by a sizable margin?
Pretty much. Viacom is really they've shot their bolt. They haven't got much more left for the year, so they put everything that they had in the movies that are out, and they did well, but not that well.
But as I mentioned, this is the 6th installment, The Half-Blood Prince.
Right.
Why has this franchise been so successful?
Well, look at the books. The books have outsold everything but the Bible. And J.K. Rowling, give her credit. She has got America reading. Kids who never would pick
at the
up a
very
book.
least, and that I'm glad you got into that, because at the very least, it's making young people pick up books.
Big books, too. These are not 100-page books, and it's not a TV series like Twilight. It's something that's compelling and it's sustaining. And what's happening for Time Warner is that there's a whole new generation that wasn't even born when the first Harry Potter books came out.
Porter, you mentioned Twilight. What's the buzz about that?
Well, very, very hot. Any young girl from 11 to 18, 19 is going to go see this movie maybe a half a dozen times. It's going to be a huge hit, and it's going to threaten Harry Potter, but it won't beat Harry.
Okay, let's talk about something that's in the news. We were talking during the break. It's all the rage now. That 15-year-old, the media research memo letter at Morgan overseas.
What he put out, he was an intern.
Did he hit the nail on the head?
He trumpeted the obvious.
Which is?
He announced that teenagers don't read newspapers. Well, they've never read newspapers. They don't read magazines. They only read maybe Us magazine or People magazine. What he also said was, that was interesting because it took the icing off the cake for the new media executives. He said, kids don't use Twitter. And there's a big reason why, because it uses up the message units, the credits on their cell phones.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And they're much more likely to use a game console or some free system.
So he lifted the veil. Is anybody going to listen?
I think Twitter is a problematic situation. If these guys don't unload Twitter very quickly, they're going to find themselves out on the end of a limb, twisting slowly in the breeze.
Porter Bibb at Mediatech Capital Partners joining us on set. Good to talk to you again.
Watch Facebook, though. Facebook is going to give Google a real run for its money.
Well, you heard it here first from Porter Bibb. Porter, thanks.